Section 3.7, example 47, finding an area. Determine whether the area between the graph of f of x and the x-axis over the interval from 1 to infinity is finite or infinite. So finite or infinite, I know that we know those terms. Some new terms that we're going to learn this chapter or this section are going to be whether it converges or diverges. Converges means that it ends up going to like a certain value, and diverges means that it does not, so it goes off into infinity. So we're going to use our integration to see what this ends up, if it converges or diverges. So we have the integral from 1 to infinity of our function f of x, or 1 over x dx. We can't really just take any value to infinity, so what we're going to do is substitute it with limits. So the limit, as we'll say, b approaches infinity, and the reason I call it b is we go from a to b, so I'm saying b approaches infinity. So b approaches infinity from 1 to b of 1 over x dx. So this part we're just going to integrate like normal. So limit as b approaches infinity of ln of the absolute value of x as x goes from 1 to b. And the limit as b approaches infinity of ln of b minus ln of 1. So this part here goes to 0, and this part here goes to infinity, because it doesn't matter what ln we're doing. As numbers get bigger and bigger inside of this natural log, the output ends up getting bigger and bigger. So we say that this goes from infinity and this goes to 0. So we'll say that it goes to infinity, so we say that it diverges. So diverges to infinity. And because it diverges, we say therefore it is infinite. And there we go. Again, it's infinite as opposed to being finite because it goes off into infinity instead of converging to a single value. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, bye.